Right, but first, let me just scoot by. Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
What's your story,
You mean my life story? Oh, well, I grew up as part of a big family in Rome. Me and 3 older sisters. Our father found good husbands for my sisters, but I wasn't, cut out for that kind of life. So he found me a job as a scribe for a prominent merchant. It was a good life for a while, until 7 months ago when the fires came. My colleagues and I worked desperately to try to protect our warehouse. We must have had 100 workers passing buckets of water, chanting prayers to Vulcan.
Yeah.
But they fell on deaf ears. The fire was relentless and it claimed everything and everyone. Well, almost everyone. My employer told me to grab what valuables I could and flee for the Tiber with the crowds. I remember diving into the river and then... the next thing I knew, I was waking up on the riverbank not far from here. Thank you. But to be honest, sometimes I think dying in that fire might have been a blessing, given what's happened since. I can tell you, but it's a long story.
I'm happy I have all the time in the world.
All right. I'd been here about a week, when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe, and I knew I had to get out somehow.
Oh, alright.
So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out, I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii. She was supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did.
Well, why would you? Yeah.
I'm not proud of it, but yes, I was surprised he agreed to it, to be honest. But I was so happy to have the money I didn't question it. I had to sign an agreement, saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years. But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Aurelia, and she gave me her so-called way out. Do you want to know what it was? Hemlock.
What's hemlock?
It's a deadly poison.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused. She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes and she laughed. She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back. Only, he didn't seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing.
A little bit of trolling.
Beginning. Of course. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear. I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths, so he locked me in his villa. Confiscated everything I owned as collateral, and made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked day in, day out. His wife Claudia was just as bad. She set me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks. I'd be on my hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot." Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing. My hemlock.
I see.
I just wanted it to be over. But it seems I messed that up too. Should have drunk all of it.
Sorry to hear
I
that.
brought it on myself.
Yeah, you did.
I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
So what
When
happened
I've
now?
recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started. Only this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run its course.
Can you do anything
I
to help?
doubt it. It seems this is the fate the gods have chosen for me, for trying to escape. At least until someone breaks the golden rule. Huh. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad. A lot. But it doesn't matter.
Oh my god, why did
I
you do
made a
that?
suicide
No
pact
wonder
with
he
Ulpius
fucking
last
killed
night.
himself.
He's in exactly the same position as I am. Malleolus and Aurelius set the same trap for him a month after they did it to me. He and I are in this together. He's probably already thrown himself from the bluff into Malleolus's villa by now. If so, I'd never be able to live with myself, knowing I broke my promise to him.
I
I
helps
doubt
I
you
can
could make
help
it up to the bluff in time. I don't know who you are, or why you seem so determined to help me, but
it's part of my job.
thank you.
I'll see what I can do.
All right, but please don't take too long.
You know about Centuria's
No.
disappearance.
I did hear from Ulpius that she disappeared. It's very sad. She was such a lovely young woman. But I'd been locked in Malleolus's villa for months before she went missing, so I can't help you, I'm afraid. If that's your idea of a joke, it's not.
Yeah, alright, sorry. Didn't mean to click that. It was a mistake, it was a mistake. Let's actually go and...
Ave,
Ave.
we're finally alone. I assume you already know. We have? Wait, if I understand correctly, someone is about to break the golden rule, forcing me to create a portal in time to bring you here? I must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. Only, I assume we failed, and you had to start over. Is that about right? If so, what happened?
I can stop it from being broken.
I see. Look, it's unfortunate. Now,
Talk about who's gonna
Of
break
course.
it. What happens now?
Well, if you stopped one person from breaking it, allow me to explain. When I discovered the ritual to Proserpina, the instructions came with a warning about paradoxes. The crux of it is this. If you do anything to change the course of history in such a way that your very being here is impossible, you will have created a paradox. To illustrate, when the golden rule is broken, I will open the doorway that will bring you here to prevent it from being broken. If you manage to succeed in saving our lives, then I will have no reason to open the doorway, and you will never have come here. A paradox, you see? The same thing would happen if you, say, inadvertently, allowed me to die. If I can't summon you, then you can't be here, obviously. If either of those things were to happen, I am given to understand you would be flung back to your original time, having changed the course of history for us and yourself. So the fact that you are still here means someone is going to break the Golden Rule, and there is yet work to do. Understand?
I think so.
Excellent. So, it looks like you'll have to continue your investigation.
So, what's your story?
Sextus Sentius Imperiosus is my name. Though, before I wound
What
up
up here? I was
I was a Decurion.
Uh-huh. How did you end up here?
My men and I were at the Emporium in Rome as honor guard for a visiting dignitary arriving upriver by barge. Now, the port is usually bustling, but just as our guests arrived, waves of people began running toward the river from streets and alleyways in every direction. They were trying to escape a terrible fire. Unfortunately, the crowd sent my horse into a panic, and I remember it losing its footing by the water's edge. The next thing I knew, I was waking up on a riverbank not far from here in the company of some stranger. I went looking for my horse and discovered that lonely temple. You can probably figure out the rest. I was elected 7 months ago, uncontested because of my command experience. Since then, there's been growing agitation for another election. They're supposed to be annual, but I agreed to hold it sooner, hoping it would placate my constituents. Unfortunately, it just seems to have emboldened certain elements instead.
Let's talk about something
Very
else. I'm gonna get back.
Thank you. I'll be waiting here for news.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do my thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the shrine. There you go. Inspect. There we go. Oh, hey. Cool.
Is that you, partner? Do you have the bow?
Absolutely. Yes, let's go.
Wonderful. Just go
And
ahead
I already
and
told
slide
you
it
not
under the
to.
door for me, and I'll unlock it for you. And yet you did. And now here we are, with me out here and you in there, until you give me my bow. No, technically, I never said that. I said if we were to split all those riches between the two of us, infinite wealth is still infinite. It's hardly my fault if you can't tell the difference between a hypothetical and a promise, now is it? Oh, I do love a good loophole.
Yeah, when I free myself, I'm going to kill you.
Not a very effective threat, is it? See, your first problem is you're in there, and I'm out here. Your second problem is the golden rule. What are you gonna do?
No.
Kill us all? It's an
I have a
empty
time
threat.
loop, motherfucker.
Oh,
And when
now.
I get out,
And
I'm
don't
gonna
ever think
kill
about
you.
giving
I'm
me
gonna
the fake
motherfucking
one.
kill you.
I'll recognize my own handiwork. I would reconsider my position quickly if I were you. I'm not sure if you noticed, but you're stuck in there with a hornet's nest, and they can be rather aggressive toward intruders. You know, some say it takes 27 hornet stings to kill a man.
1,
But I always
2,
wondered how anyone could
3,
have known that.
4,
Let's find out
5,
if they were right,
6.
shall we?
Okay. Oh, alright. So, shoot the wasps, I guess. The hive. honestly. I guess, fuck it, whatever. Oh! Boom! Oh my god. Alright, I'm out. Okay. Whoa. What is it doing all the way here? Cool. Nice. Alright. Ooh. Well, see, I always hold shift. Fire.
My
Nevia.
beloved Galatea, I write this so that one day, when we're finally together, you will understand what I've done and why I had to do it. The others will call me mad or a monster, but I don't care what they think. Everything I'm doing here, I'm doing for you.
I do it for
I'll
you.
start at the beginning. Soon after my arrival here, as I walked down a corridor lined with golden statues, I thought I heard a whisper behind me. A rasp of air, as if vocal cords of metal strained to say
okay.
a word or two. I tried to dismiss the idea, tried to concentrate on my work as the city's medic, but that tortured whisper haunted me. Weeks later, in the hallway to the bathhouse, I heard it again and found myself drawn to the statue of a Roman woman wearing a stola. Her face was contorted with anguish and fear, and disturbingly, it was as if she was looking right at me. As I walked past her, I heard that strange whisper again, and turning back, I discovered that even though I had moved, she was still looking right into my soul. That was when it dawned on me. This was no statue. This was a woman trapped within that golden prison. Naturally, I told the others, but when I could not reproduce the results of my experiment, they would not believe me.
Oh,
but from
cool.
that moment on, I knew the full horror of this place. Immobilized within these statues are living human beings. It was that day, my love, that my heart broke.
Spooky. Give me some Denari. Oh, you're not like a... Any more of you sickos? Oh, there you are.
Thank you.
No problemo, sir. Alright.
You're not supposed to be here.
Oh, am I supposed to shoot the water? Oh, okay. Oops. What? Fine. Let's go. Oh, you're stuck. Not very smart, are you? I mean, I need to work on my aim. What did I miss? Wait, let's see what's over there. Ah. Oh, that's it. This is the boat. Alright, let's go. Oh god. Oh my god. Kick. 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 Oh. Cool. Wow, I just wasted some arrows, huh? Coin pouch, hell yeah. Plus 75, epic. Okay. That was epic sauce. Oh, we're on the other side. Alright. Oh. Is it F5? Saving. F5 is save. Hello? Anyone? Alright, let's see here. Hell yeah. Let's see here.
My beloved Galatea. After I learned the terrible truth about the golden statues, I wandered the city as if in a nightmare. What must life be like for these poor souls, entombed in gold, but kept alive somehow? Trapped in their own personal Tartarus, consigned to eternal torment, too horrific for any sane mind to comprehend. I tried to offer them what small mercies I could. I began to talk to them, to keep them company. I'd imagine backstories for them, give them names, and tell them of the world, of the histories and stories I'd learned as a child. As the others became more concerned by my charity, I sought solitude from them, preferring the company of my tormented charges. Discovering a way into the abandoned palace, I began to spend my days walking its halls and sharing with its occupants ancient tales, my mind turning to those of Apollo and Daphne, Perseus and Medusa, and Pygmalion and Galatea. Pygmalion, the sculptor who fell in love with a beautiful statue, and who, praying to Aphrodite for aid, discovered that his beloved Galatea had come to life.
Cool story.
It was then that I heard you whisper to me, Galatea. Forgive me. I know that is not your real name, just one I have borrowed from a story. But when I turned to look at you, I saw the most exquisitely beautiful woman I have ever known. Your face, forever frozen in a look of haunting sadness. Our meeting gave me new purpose, to free you from your golden prison, so that I might one day hear you speak, not just whisper your true name to me. So I gathered tools for the long and difficult task ahead, barred the doors to this place, and set to work.
Ugh. Like it. That was a mohawk. Oh shit. All right, let's stretch through. Boom, boom. What the? Oh. Oh, well, I have plenty of arrows to go around, so I don't think this is much of an issue.
My beloved Galatea, my attempts at freeing these souls from their golden prisons have not been going to plan.
Oh, ain't that
My
the truth?
first charge was a Greek woman who I called Iodame after the Athenian turned to stone by Medusa.
Oh, how poetic.
Drilling through the gold that encased her, I was vindicated by the discovery that beneath half an inch of gold, which is so rigid it must be some kind of alloy, with living flesh. Unfortunately, this golden alloy seems to have fused with her skin, so removing it exposed the sinew and muscle beneath, and appeared to cause her great pain. At first, I braced myself, expecting that inflicting such pain would break the golden rule, and yet, somehow, it did not. It seems whichever god is responsible for imprisoning these poor souls does not
Oh, that didn't
know
work.
that their suffering
Oh boy.
is that they are forsaken. Undeterred, I pressed on, working late into the night, attempting to remove the golden layer that encased her as delicately as I could. Eventually, I was able to free most of her body, but when I released her from her restraints, her first act was to lunge for my throat, clawing at me with all her strength and those sharp metal talons. This was my thanks for trying to save her. Whatever possessed Iodame to attack, she was clearly not a suitable subject for my experiment, and I was forced to lock her inside an isolated wing of the palace and bar the door. As I continued working on others, I could hear her flailing and launching herself at the other side endlessly. Regrettably, my other experiments bore similar results, and after relocating a few times, most of the palace was now too dangerous to work in. Still,
Wow.
as much as my heart aches to know that you're suffering, I cannot risk attempting to ungild you yet. Not until I have perfected a method that will bring you back to me, whole in both mind and body,
Oops.
and ensuring your humanity is preserved. I promise you this. One day we will be together, even if I have to free every last statue in this god's forsaken place.
Can talk? Well, I don't understand what you're saying. Uh-oh, that's not good. Ah, you must be
You
Nebula.
must be the wretched snake who broke into my palace and disturbed my experiments. And worst of all, look at what you made me do to her. This never would have happened if you just stayed away.
The
You're
fuck?
going to pay for that.
Fuck are you? Yeah.
Do you think I care about that? I don't care what happens to me, as long as you get what you deserve. Liar! I locked and barred the gate. I left a message warning you all to leave me alone. I just wanted to do my experiments in peace, for her. And now look at her. You made me turn the most beautiful woman I've ever seen into this. Look at her. She's in agony. All I wanted was to spend my last moments with her, to see her beautiful face, to hear her speak freely, instead of in those cryptic whispers. But as soon as I began my work, she stopped whispering to me. And now I discover she started whispering to you instead.
Whoopsies.
What's so special about you?
I'm from the fucking future, bitch. Always the same
What
voice.
do you mean the same voice?
Like someone else is whispering to me through the statues.
Yes. I remember when they used to whisper to me. They did sound similar. I just thought it was because all voices sound the same when they whisper. But now that I think about it, they were all benevolent and seemed to share a common knowledge. But if these bodies are mere conduits for that one voice, then this body is nobody. And everything I've done here was... Wait, I see what you're doing. You're trying to steal her away from me. Were you planning to wait until I'd done all the hard work, then swoop in? Is that it?
No, you idiot. Alright.
Liar. You tried
Liar.
to steal her away from me.
Uh,
And now look what you made me do. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't peel you too.
I ended up here by accident. All I wanted to do is leave.
What are you talking about?
Got trapped in tunnels of the city. You came inside
Wait.
us.
So you're saying you
didn't
weren't
believe my
coming for us?
my previous speech, but you believe this?
So I did all this. I ruined her for nothing.
You
What
sure
have I
did,
done?
babe.
Oh God, I feel sick. I can't bear the thought of her being like this, and in so much pain.
Oh,
It's the
boo-hoo.
air coming into contact with her flesh. It's agonizing for them. But the only way to fix it will be to break the golden rule.
Oh, no,
and let
it's
it
like...
run its course. At least that way she'd be golden again, and we'd be together. All it would take is one little cut.
Yes, that is
It's
true.
too late.
Tell me.
There's nothing you can do. I have to do this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can cover her in gold again.
What?
Dude,
How?
I have the arrow.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm not sure I believe you. But
dude.
if you can undo this mess, I'll tell you what you need to know. But if you're lying to me, I'll
swear I'm
break the
not, I
golden
swear.
rule and kill you and everyone else in this city. Understood?
Yes, alright, stand back.
At least we'll all be golden together.
Boom.
You did it. You took away her pain. I don't know what to say. Thank you, thank you. I swear I will never harm her again. I swear it. I'll stay here to keep her company. But these poor souls, I fear the only one capable of releasing them properly is whichever god doomed them in the first place. In any case, I must honor our bargain. The treatment for rheumatism is willow bark. I believe there's a pot of it already in the Shrine of Apollo. Now,
Cool.
please leave. The door here leads out onto the palace balcony. You should be able to make your way down from there.
Goodbye.
Go. And never return.
Damn, how do I get my fresh cut now? Well... Oh. Okay. So I'm a survivor. I'm guessing, whatever. Yeah, just like more. Can I not unshave it? Unsheave my weapon? Or whatever.
A golden bow, just like a Feeling all right? You made it into the palace. I'm impressed. How is Navy? Willow back. I should have known. It was under my nose the whole time. That's very helpful. Thank you. If this works, it should settle Rufius down some. I have some right here. Could you do me a favor and give him some of this? He'll just need to swallow a pinch of it. I'm hoping it will avert disaster.
Ooh, boop, boop, boop. Right, thanks.
Thank you. I'm really glad you arrived when you did. That's a shame. Thanks again for saving Yulia's life. Apollo smiles upon you.
You. Anyway. So where's that motherfucker?
Perfect. And did you... Yes, I suppose
Bum, bum.
that could be something. But then most of us do tend to carry coins on our person, don't we? What else?
I have a coin.
That's true. I know I wasn't entirely sure how I wound up here. It's as I feared. I think I understand what poor Livia has been going through. Let me ask you this. Did you happen to encounter a stranger in the forest before you arrived
Oh,
here?
Karen?
And did you happen to catch her name? I see. And was this Karen, by any chance, wearing a hood?
Well, she is wearing a hoodie.
Because I've seen her before. There's something I think you should see. I think you'd better follow me to the baths.
Wait, what was it doing? Let me see the
But don't
boss.
follow too closely. We can't have people thinking we're bathing together.
What would be the harm in that? Anyway, what was my... Oh yeah, I was was trying to kill Rufius, whatever. In the meantime, not kill Rufius, heal him. Where's the guy? Oh wait, I already killed it. Wait, this is a new timeline, right? It's a new timeline. Whoa, it's so cool. Oh shit, it's a hoodie. It's like, that's me.
All right, you're here. You were asking how I knew the young woman you met by the river was wearing a hood.
Mm-hmm.
Here, look down at the bottom of the baths. It's a little hard to make out in this light. If only we could see. Oh, what a marvelous
Oh my
sight.
god, I did it.
Do you see it? Somebody waking up by a river in a forest to find a hooded figure with a coin.
Yep.
It's just as you described it, only your pronunciation is a little off. The name you heard wasn't Karen. It was C-H-A-R-O-N, as in Charon, the ferryman of the dead.
So we've been sent here to
Charon,
die.
who, in exchange for the right coin, helps the souls of the newly deceased cross the Styx, the river that separates the land of the living from the land of the dead.
When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, but all I found was some loose change. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute.
I say.
Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself.
Oh.
My name's Karen.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry. I take it you know what this means.
This place is the underworld?
I'm afraid so. It's all starting to make sense. All these people
Maybe we're
whose
reaching
last
here.
memory was running from the fires toward the river. It seems none of them escaped with their lives after all. Perhaps we should be grateful they don't remember their final moments. It also tells us that the Golden Rule is the work of Pluto, the god of the underworld. And while
Damn
his
you,
epithet has
Pluto!
always been Father of Riches, I know it's a lot to take in, and you look as if you have questions.
What?
So, I'll try to answer them if I can.
Well, since it's our last moments, you know, why don't we? Right, so we're dead.
That was my first thought too. In the old stories, the underworld was where the souls of the deceased were taken. But it was also possible for the living to reach it without dying, if they were particularly fearless. So I'm afraid I don't know.
So like we're all fearless, I guess. So are you trying to keep this from me?
No. I mean, I had my suspicions, especially after Livia's ramblings, but I would never have figured it out without your help. I promise you.
So what can you tell me about
I'm
Sharon?
sorry.
I mean Karen.
I keep forgetting you're not from here. If you were Roman, or even Greek, you would know these stories. Each of them is slightly
I mean, I
different,
know,
whether the
but like
storyteller was
I'm just trying to
Plato,
make
Homer,
conversation.
Virgil, or Ovid. But they always involved the souls of the dead meeting a grim ferryman named Charon on the bank of a river. It was said that he'd help the new arrival cross, only if they could pay him with a coin, an obol. That's
Obol.
why it was once our custom to bury our loved ones with
Once.
a coin in their mouths. Charon's obol, we called it. Of course, an obol was a kind of Greek coin, because we inherited this knowledge from the Greeks.
Why didn't you all recognize Karen
To
immediately?
be fair, the ferryman isn't exactly as the poets described, and he, she, they seem to appear to different people in different guises.
Yes, very
You
much.
say you saw a young woman named Karen with a hood, and I once heard Kabash mention a stranger in a ram headdress named Kerti, and Rufius described meeting a stranger named Kumut Tabal wearing an eagle headdress. But whatever form this
Interesting.
stranger took, they were always wearing a hood of some sort, and their name always began with a K
I mean,
sound.
I pretty much lucked
I
out with Karen.
suspect the only way you'll solve this riddle is if your paths cross again.
Yeah, why do
Good
so few
question.
people?
Let's see. In the stories, Charon would always require a coin as payment for passage across the river. But that never made any sense to me. What does an ancient immortal being need with coins?
Yes.
In our case, it seems Charon didn't take the coins we had. He or she merely checked we had one in our possession. So, maybe there's something special about the coins each of us had on us. That might explain why we wound up here, but so many others did not.
That's all the questions that I had. Thank
Now
you.
that we know where we are, we have to figure out what to do about it, if we don't want to be cast into gold for eternity. We don't have much to go on, except the old stories. I remember 4 in particular about heroes in the underworld. Hercules, the demigod and son of Jupiter. Orpheus, a Thracian poet.
Yeah.
Sisyphus, a king of
I know
Ephyra.
all of
And
these.
Aeneas, a Trojan hero.
Wow.
Hercules was able to leave the underworld because he cowed its god with his strength. Sisyphus and Orpheus both relied on their wits instead. They persuaded the goddess of the underworld, Proserpina, to help them escape. And finally, Aeneas was able to escape with the help of a spirit guide, who led him through a secret gate. So it seems you have 2 options: to confront the god of the underworld head-on, or find a way to escape with the help of Proserpina or some other guide.
Yeah, what's
All
that?
Romans try to avoid saying it, and the reason is quite simple. He might hear us. You may refer to him as Pluto, if you wish, but he'll
Pluto.
only be calling attention to yourself.
Yo,
Do so
Pluto!
at your own peril.
Where's that damn dog? Yeah.
Shh! Is everyone so blunt where you're from? Oh,
It's just the dialogue
that
is,
option
dude.
would be the boldest, but also the only way to learn the truth about the Golden Rule, and maybe even put an end to it. As I said, Hercules managed to overpower the god of the underworld, but he was a demigod, Forgive my candor, but you are no Hercules.
Hercules can manipulate time turner getting
Are you
married to
telling
go.
me that you can? I won't pretend to understand exactly what that means, but if that's true, then perhaps you stand a chance. So, if you want to confront him, I'll help you as much as I can. Who knows? Perhaps your name will be uttered in the same sentence as Hercules one day.
Wow!
But first, you'd need an audience with you-know-who, and for that, you'll need to enter the great temple overlooking the city. The problem is, the door has been sealed shut for as long as I've lived here, and there doesn't even seem to be a keyhole. I suspect the answer lies in the desecrated obelisk in front of it. I'm not sure if you noticed, but there are 4 plaques missing from its base. It looks as though somebody, or a series of somebodies, forcibly removed them, and in doing so, dishonored and angered our divine keeper. If you could recover and replace all 4 of those missing plaques, I imagine he might be willing to receive an audience again. It's the towering stone monument with 4 sides and a pyramid-shaped head that stands before the great temple, a dedication to the god of this place. You'll find them all over Rome, but of course they were looted from Egypt many years ago. It seems one of them made its way here too, although how is a mystery. However, this one is unusual in that each of the 4 sides is decorated in a different style: Roman, Greek, Egyptian, and another I don't recognize. That means you'll need to recover 4 different plaques: Roman,
Oh boy.
Greek, Egyptian, and a 4th, a mystery plaque.
Where would I find an Egyptian
Perhaps
one?
Kabash, our Egyptian resident, would be able to tell us. Unfortunately, he disappeared weeks ago. But I did hear Aurelia is peddling rumors about him at the tavern, so perhaps you could talk to her, or just take a look in his room.
I ain't spending my money on Aurelia.
I don't know.
Yeah, no,
Perhaps
Georgie.
you should begin
Yeah.
your search with the local Greek fellow, Georgius. His store is in the forum.
Pretty cool. Wait, did I receive something? Thanks for the follow. Roman.
Good question. To answer that, we first need to ask who would have defaced the obelisk in the first place. It would have had the god's name engraved into it, so it may be that whoever desecrated it wanted that name to be forgotten. And there's only one group of people I know of who might want to do that. There's a cult in Rome that often argued there is only one true god. Theirs, of course. They've been
I
known
wonder
to
who that
start
is.
fires, as well as deface religious monuments whose existence challenged their beliefs. If I were you, I'd go looking for them. Of course, they've all been in hiding since the fire last year, so finding them won't be easy. But I did hear a rumor they have a secret shrine somewhere in the city. Perhaps
Secret
if you could
shrine?
find
You mean like
that,
a
you might
fucking
be able
church?
to recover the Roman plaque.
Cool. Alright, what about the mystery one?
I'm afraid you're on your own with that one. But perhaps finding the other 3 will illuminate the way.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
As I mentioned, both Orpheus and Sisyphus were said to have persuaded Proserpina to help them escape, and Aeneas was guided to the exit. The problem is, those are the stories of a poet, a self-aggrandizing king, and a brawler about their own heroic deeds, so they should be taken with a grain of salt. First, Proserpina. What we do know about her is, well, it's a grim tale. It's said the god of the underworld abducted and dragged her here against her will, forcing her into marriage.
Yeah, I heard about that. It's like, it's, in that Suda 51 game, right? Oh wait, is that the wrong way? Ah.
If the stories are true, then I suppose so. The problem is, how do we communicate with her without being noticed by her captor?
Beats me.
Leaving that aside for a moment, there is also the possibility of a spirit guide. I don't suppose you've come across one of those in your travels? Truly? And you're only bringing this up now?
I don't know.
Then
I don't
again,
want you.
I suppose you were
Yeah.
worried I'd think you were as mad as Navia.
That's true.
Can you tell me more? Is it the same voice? What kinds of thing does it say?
It's always the same voice, and she's a little cryptic.
Fascinating. Perhaps she's a benevolent spirit. Or perhaps... Perhaps you're hearing the voice of Proserpina herself.
Cool.
If she has indeed been
So
abducted,
poggers.
it would make sense for her to speak in cryptic whispers to avoid detection. Tell me, has she told you anything that might lead you to the way out? That is strange. There are no rivers here. Let me think on that.
Really hoping you could tell me what it meant. That's true.
Well, as far as I can tell, water flows into the city from an aqueduct into one of two cisterns, the upper cistern.
Cool.
If that's the current
Oh my
she's
god, look
talking
at all this
about,
information I'm
then
getting
perhaps
that I'm
you
gonna
need to get into
retain.
the upper cistern somehow.
You know,
I vaguely
at
recall
2
wondering what was
a.m..
in there, but the door at the back of the great temple is locked up tight. You might be able to get a key from the magistrate, but if that doesn't work, perhaps you can find another way in. Let me know if you find anything in there.
Alright, I'm ready to get started.
All right. I would suggest not discussing this with anyone. The best we can do for them is to let them remain oblivious for as long as possible. As for Livia, it seems she's been shouldering the weight of this terrible secret all this time. Perhaps it would comfort her to know she's not alone.
Yeah.
In any
chat.
case, time is of the essence, so you'd best begin. May Fortuna guide you. Although you may not need her with Proserpina on your side.
I'll beat you to the entrance. Oh my god, she's actually faster than me. Oh, it's not the entrance yet.
That's quite an impressive bow you have there.
Oh, that was something else. Alright, where is that fucker? Is he in his stall? Where is that motherfucker? Where's that motherfucker? God damn it. Piece of shit. Ugh.
There is.
Horatius? Looking a bit troubled there.
Still no sign of something.
You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drops of water,
Don't be too hard on yourself.
and the tree you
From what I
grasped
hear,
at
nobody
eludes
saw
you.
it coming. Anyway, I thought you
Well,
Stoics
isn't
weren't such a
that
worry
a
about things you
long
can't
bow?
control.
Yeah, but I keep thinking, what if there is something I can do? What if she's out there somewhere suffering?
Just as the
waiting to be
ocean
found?
accepts the rivers of all,
like
Oh,
it
whatever.
does not notice.
Leave that for the gods. Try to
Say
relax,
it.
Get some rest.
Then
Tomorrow
it is
is
true.
Tuesday.
I was right.
Probably.
I suppose you're
I
right.
thought I saw it, but when the rest of them could not, I kept thinking I must have gone insane. I had to tell myself it was true over and over again, until I wasn't sure if I was deceiving myself. I must apologize if my words seem cryptic. I'd found comfort in reciting the Metamorphoses by our great poet Ovid.
I heard
It
that
gives
poem.
such an uncanny description of this place. I cannot help but wonder if he himself came here. Would you like to hear it?
I already heard it. Well, whatever, fine.
I will do my best to remember the relevant verse. There is a downward path, gloomy with fatal yew trees. It leads through the sluggish Styx exhales vapor, and by that way, the wide, thorny waste is cold and pallid.
Black
And the newly
Abyss.
arrived shades are ignorant of the road that leads to the Stygian city, where Black Dis has his cruel palace. As the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls, and is never too small for any populace, nor notices the crowds that come. There the bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Some crowd the forum, some the house of the ruler of the depths. Others follow their trades, imitating their previous lives. And still others incur punishment. I hope I have done it justice, and now we share a secret. It's as if you've lifted a great burden from my shoulders. Thank you, friend. I think I should rest.
May Apollo keep you safe.
Oh, shiny.
Wait, what? Oh. Ooh-wee. Wait, I did the wrong path. Wrong way. Oh.
Galerius?
Whatever's in that great
Gracious?
temple up there on the
Looking a
bluff,
bit troubled
I
there.
bet it's worth a
Still no sign
fortune.
of Scintilla.
Name's Rufius.
I haven't slept right in 3 weeks.
What
Don't be too
business
hard on yourself.
will
From what
over?
I hear, nobody
And
saw it
this will
coming.
work?
Anyway, I thought you
Oh,
Stoics weren't
thank
supposed to worry
God.
about things you can't
Finally,
control.
some relief.
Yeah, but
This
I keep
is what
thinking,
I've been praying for.
what if there is something I can do?
Maybe God hasn't
What if
abandoned
she's
me
out
after
there
all.
somewhere, suffering, waiting to be
Thank
found?
you.
Sounds
I've
like you're torturing
been
yourself. Leave that
In
for
a
the
lot
gods.
of pain
Try to
lately.
relax.
Oh, yeah, you
Get
told me
some
about
rest.
It was too much.
Tomorrow's a
Yep.
new day.
I owe
I suppose you're right.
Meliodas. Not sure I trust Sentius. Couldn't he? No.
Thank you.
Fine. But no more favor.
Cool.
No idea. I
I'm
suppose you're
squeezing
right.
a lot out of
I
him.
think I have seen that plaque. Sorry I lied. Can't be too careful these days. Head into the caves behind the theater. Turn right, then right again. Oh, and here. You'll need this key.
Oh, that's class.
You didn't get that from me.
Got it.
See you around.
Vote for Malleolus for a free drink at my tavern. Ah, you're here. And, there's something. How
Oh. Let's see here. The temple, not temple, what the fuck is it called? Oh, whatever. Let's just go.
A golden bow.
I mean, I already know about this, so. Oh, okay. God, I have to ask him again.
All
just
weapons
love
at your
springtime.
command.
Oh my god.
so
Magistrate's orders.
exotic?
Oh, wait, I have his
See
key.
you around.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Alright, secret shrine. It's behind the temple or whatever, right? Right. So that's the upper sister. Oh, that's a puppin. Wait, what? Oh, shit. Yes, I can. There has to be a way. Has to be. Yeah, I know. It's like this is F. Leave item.
What are you doing here? Please leave.
Cool. That's George's. Where the fuck?
Greetings, I'm Georgius. My friend, your words intrigue me more and more. But yes, very well, ask me what you will. And in a city full of Romans you are asking me? Because I am Greek. Let me tell you something about Greeks and Romans. My name is Georgios, yes. But the Romans, they do not care. They hear me say Georgios and they think, ah, he must mean Georgius. Good Roman name. They do this all the time. They see us worshipping Zeus, they copy us but call him Jupiter. They take Hades and call him Pluto, Persephone, Proserpina. I am flattered that they copy our ideas, but why must they change the names? Do they want credit for making it all up? Do they want to forget where it came from? At first, I pull my hair out. After a while, I give up, and I become Georgius the Roman. I accept the world is Roman now. Plus, I have no hair left to pull.
That is true.
But my point is this. If you want to know who stole an old Greek name, look no further than the sticky-fingered Romans. The plague you seek was pilfered from a collection of old Greek relics by none other than Dully. He cannot help it. Like a typical Roman, he likes shiny things, especially those that once belonged to my people. And besides, it makes him happy. So I say, let him keep it. I believe he still has it with him, in his cell, just opposite the Temple of Demeter.
Ah, well, I was hoping to not be
I hope that our paths cross again soon, my friend.
asking Dooley about it, but I guess for you.
Salve.
What? Why is it? Oh. Yeah. To you too. Oh. Alright, okay, keep my eye on the objective.
You look well, my sartorial friend.
Hello. Do you like it? But like, yeah. Bye bye.
Cool. Time to go with that one. Wait. Alright, there we go. It's the wrong way.
Oh, do us all a favour and drink.
Okay. Oh, I guess we have to just fucking... Man, you guys are fucking slow. Where's that fucker? I want to test out my fucking steer. Sheesh! I need to wait. Alright. It's gonna blow up in my face, but
the many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
No! What have you done, you fool?
Are you aiming at me? Fuck. Where's the thing? Whoa, hey, let's just not do that, huh? Oh, whoops.
Friend, you have given me hope. May you follow in the footsteps of Hercules and return to the light of day.
Yeah, alright, okay. So let's...
Fortune smile on you, brother.
Hey, let's talk to Decius.
Hello there, partner.
Yeah, hello, what's up?
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
I think there might have been some confusion about my little practical joke earlier.
Confusion?
You see,
I
my
don't
plan was to
think
give you a
so.
little fright. You know, like two friends joking around at the Saturnalia, and then, surprise, I'd open the door. But when I opened it, you were gone. Partner, there's no need for threats. Yeah? Well, I don't have to listen to this. Get lost.
Name's Rufius. Better watch your step.
Alright, I'll be going now.
Whatever.
I don't need to cure your rheumatism. I have the key, right? Is that the key? Yeah, I didn't do that yet. I didn't do any of this yet.
Don't you just love springtime?
What? It was... No idea.
Fortune smile on you, brother.
I think I have... Oh. You didn't get that from me. So you...
What the fuck? Yes, I can. Whoa. Alright, okay. Time to trek my way. Go here. And then here. Alright. An F5 save. Yep, cool.
That's quite an impressive bow you have there.
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not?
Alright, speaking of weapons.
Hey, you're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you? Whoa.
Cool. Oh, sorry. Oh, I missed again. Oh shit. Up. Huh. Italian plumber. Oh hey. Captive, huh?
You? Who are you? Did he send you?
My name is me.
You have to help me escape before that monster comes back.
What's going on
Scintilla.
here? Oh
I
hey,
found a way
cool.
out through the gate of Horn, but it's locked. So I told him about it, and instead of helping me escape, he locked me up. He wants to keep us all here forever, or until we're turned to gold. He's a monster. You have to let me go so we can kill him and take his key.
Alright, where's the way out?
Behind me, there's an aqueduct tunnel, but the only problem is it's barred.
Who does this
Sentius,
to?
my adoptive father. Furies help me. I'll castrate and crucify him. I don't know. He said the gods are on his side because they don't want us to escape either.
Alright.
I'm going to take that key from... I'm done caring about the gods. There won't be enough time.
What if I run everyone?
Oh, thank you. Now follow... Wait. Did you hear that? He's here. He must be coming in through the door behind me. You distract him. Stay right here and keep him talking while I look for something I can use.
What did you do with Scintilla?
Scintilla?
Where is she?
You're human garbage.
So that is how it's going to be. Oh well, this doesn't change anything for me. It's a shame, really, if you'd just done what you were supposed to. You'd have been looping through time forever until you gave up and killed yourself. Just like that soft-hearted pleb, Al.
You remember Al?
Come now. Surely you didn't think you were the only one here who remembered everything. You see, my connection to the portal somehow preserves my memories from one loop to the next. Whether that was Proserpina's intention or a happy accident,
Oh shit!
I'll never know. But I'm surprised you hadn't noticed. Here I was thinking you were a little bit sharper than Al
Well, not
was.
really. You're
Or
giving me too much
perhaps
credit.
You're just more willing to break the rules.
I am a criminal.
He was a moralistic fellow, never once compromised on his principles. And because of that fatal flaw, he relived this day many thousands of times before we finally had this conversation. I watched him come through the portal each time, always a little older, a little more disheveled, a little more haunted. And when he finally saw the futility of it all, as you're about to, it broke him. He drank a jug of wine, tied a noose around his neck, and took his own life. just before he was shot with a golden arrow. The next time I awoke, you showed up, but you've caught up to where he was so quickly.
Cool.
I'd have preferred if you'd given me more time to enjoy the trappings of my success. How many extra days did you give me? Just the 2? Not many. But don't worry, I'm sure there'll be another useful idiot who comes along after you're dead. In any case, there's no escape for you except the path that Al took, the path he wrote about on his tablet. What was it? Ah, yes. Better to end it all now than find out what awaits you beyond that portal. So, you discovered my secret. So what? What are you going to do about it?
You know,
Of course. There's no way you could have succeeded. Every soul who has ever found themselves here has broken the golden rule eventually. It is inevitable.
Interesting.
Man will always sin sooner or later. Any idiot could tell you this, but where others might see tragedy, I saw opportunity.
You're just gonna stand
the
there.
first time we met, I found a way to cheat
Do it
death
now!
by reliving the same day over and over again forever. And I will continue living long after your dust.
Your dust. Oh, whatever. Fuck you. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't know that.
Isn't it obvious? Because I have grown attacked,
Okay.
and as long as this day, I have found a way to prolong my life indefinitely, to cheat death. I have become, in effect, as immortal as the gods. Can you honestly say you would not wish the same for yourself?
Wait, it's like the same day, dude.
Do you really think you can take on a Decurion with that flimsy little bow? Who? Scintilla? Where is she?
I'm right here, Father.
Wow, what the fuck? How did that happen? Did you like light it?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Come on, we have to go. Hey, what's happening to you? That light, it's so bright.
Wait, is that done? Are we done? What the fuck?
Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al.
Hi, Al. Came in here to find you.
Here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I'm used.
Really? That's strange. I was just reading an old tablet I found here. Well, trying. My Latin is kinda rusty, but the last entry mentioned someone with the same name. It described an event about 2,000 years ago. Someone with your name appeared in the city out of the shrine of Proserpina. Freed an imprisoned woman named Scintilla, who then murdered her captor, breaking some kind of ancient law. It said the attack caused golden statues to come alive, hunting down everyone in the city and turning them into gold.
Well,
apparently the
couldn't
only
really do
person to
anything.
survive was Scintilla, while the stranger disappeared in a flash of light.
That was me.
What? You're saying you were here
Listen, Al.
2,000 years ago?
Listen.
I'm not sure I understand.
Well, you're a corpse hanging from a noose, and you were pretty fucking old.
I'm sorry, come again?
I still have the suicide note you carved into the tablet here.
Let me see that. God, why does this writing look so familiar? I've spent a lifetime in this place going around and around in circles.
I know, it's crazy.
This is disturbing, but I don't understand how I could have written it.
Me neither. It was written by a different version of you. Changed the past.
I'm not following.
He's down low. I held Scintilla killed the man who opened a time portal and drew you back in time, preventing it from ever happening.
So you're saying, because a man from 2,000 years ago is dead, he never created a time portal, so I never went through it, and that's why I don't remember any of this.
Yes, now you're getting it.
I guess you saved my life then, as well as helping that poor woman to escape. That's a lot to take in.
Enough talk. How about we get out of here?
Maybe we can escape through the same aqueduct Scintilla used, if we can find it.
Yeah, it's right here in the cistern. Follow me. Hey, what's up here then? Alright, it's fucking blocked. Pew! Wow. It's cold. So Right, yeah, you do that.
I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever lured into this temple.
Alright.
You go on ahead, and I'll be there soon.
Where'd you get the hammer? Alright, I'm gonna have to fucking talk with Karen. Alright.
You're back! But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al?
Yeah, he'll be here.
What a relief. Thank you so much. I was beginning to think you'd both become trapped in there. Why don't you tell me what you discovered while we wait?
Discover your real name is Karan.
I see.
Oh shit! Your eyes
Thought
changed!
Well, now you know.
The dragonfly.
I
What?
suppose you have questions.
Why?
You can just call me Charon, if you like. I am sorry I was not completely honest with you when we first met. I do not enjoy deceiving people. Believe me, I do not. But I have learned
Sure.
from 5,000 years of experience that most people find comfort in familiarity, in gradual change, and coming to see the truth in their own time.
And what truth is that?
That you died, of course. You were dead when I brought you here.
Damn.
My role, as the servant of the god of the underworld, has always been to assist the chosen to cross the threshold from the land of the living to the land of the dead.
How did I die?
Usually, when people do not remember how they died, it is because they suffered a terrible trauma. Most souls would rather not remember. Ask yourself honestly, do you really want to know?
Absolutely.
As you wish. You were murdered. You were falsely accused of a terrible crime.
Oh,
and fled
fog.
into the wild to evade your accusers. On your final night, you were offered sanctuary in the cottage of a stranger who gave you food and money, including, by accident, a coin of ancient origin. Unfortunately, you were apprehended and attacked by authorities.
I was killed by cops?
Your host leapt to your aid. You both fought bravely, but your assailants were armed, and
Well, that's
you
kind of
were
stupid.
not. There was nothing you or your ally could have done. He died instantly at the scene, and you followed a few hours
Oh
later.
wow, Al helped
That
me, huh?
man's name was Al Worth.
Yep, okay.
You were each in possession of a sacred coin, called Charon's Opal by some. And so it was my duty to bring you here.
Well, what's so special about these coins, eh?
Perhaps you have heard the tales of the Greeks and Romans burying their dead with a coin in their mouths.
Yep, that's true.
To pay the ferryman for passage across the river.
Absolutely.
Well, those stories contained a seed of truth, but not any coin would do. A long time ago, my master created 1,000 silver coins and had me distribute them across the world. My orders were simple. Whenever a person died in possession of a coin, I was to locate them and ferry them here.
It's so fucking cool. Yeah, but why?
That is a question you would have to ask him, if that were still possible. In light of the path you have chosen, I am just his servant, doing his bidding. Only now, I find myself bereft of purpose. You see, the coins on you and Al were the last of the 1,000 in existence. There is nobody else to ferry here. Nobody to keep you company. After 5,000 years, the underworld has finally run its course.
Wait, so like you can take us back?
I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You
Wow.
wouldn't believe what we found.
This Charon,
The ruins of a long-forgotten city. And there was a tablet
Just
describing an event
go into
2,000
that
years
thing.
ago. Supposedly, the city was destroyed when a woman murdered a tyrant with the help of, well, my new friend here. I know how crazy that sounds.
Maybe not that crazy. That woman. I don't suppose her name was... Scintilla?
How could you...
How could you... Whoa!
She left a tablet of her own. I stumbled across it while I was waiting here.
Oh, cool.
I think she meant for you to read it. Here, take a look.
I don't know what became of you, or if you'll ever read this, but I want you to know that I will never forget you, or what you did for me. It pains me that so many dear friends were not so fortunate. Ulpius, Sentia, Lucretia, Horatius, Galerius, poor Dooley, and the others. But please understand,
Whoops.
their blood is on my hands.
Oh, no.
Not yours.
It's definitely mine.
I will live with the consequences of my actions.
Just that
And all I can do is move forward, trying to show others the same compassion you showed me. I promise you that saving my life will not be for nothing. Scintilla.
Cool.
Sounds like you meant a lot to her. I'd love to hear your story, but first, you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready to go home?
Okay, decline. Oh, no. Alright, whatever, let's go! The one that got away, whoa, 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 whoa. Ending 2 of 4. So... yeah, I just like, you know what, fuck it. It's like... it's almost 3. Cool, so what's the first ending? That's interesting, and like 4 is like the most direct. Developed by Modern Storyteller. That was pretty cool. Like 4 hours. That's actually, I was worried that would be like, it would go on for a while. Like double the length, but no, it's 4 hours long. Set under the tin, at least for my playthrough. It was great. There were, of course, some graphical improvements to be made. But ancient Roman god. So I'm guessing he's the god of death then. What was I saying? Yes, the graphics, facial movements and graphics, not the best, especially the facial movements. But the design of the level, this huge ass level, the Forgotten City, it's like so well defined, like so well crafted, right? That you forgive any other graphical foreshortenings. Oh, kaboshes. Like, isn't this like kind of spoilery for me? Yulia, Karen, Kabosh, Livia, Lucretia, Malleolus, Navia, Octavia, all these people. Philosopher, I don't know him. I don't think I ever met him. See, like Proserpina, Rufus, yeah. Like, pretty uncommon to have the fucking portraits of the voice actors. It's a nice touch. And the credits. Because the publishers, Dear Villagers, I have not like really heard of that company that much. Oh, PR partners. What? Content manager PC, content assistant PC, country manager. Like a whole ass country manager. Gal Zarin. Pretty heavy task. Quality assurance. Cool. I mean, they must have noticed the Rufus sitting in the table, right? And like it has something to do with the coding. Like you just cannot fix it. You have to be there or not the whole game just crumbles. Oh, it's on consoles too. Special thanks to Epic Games. Tom Holland. Is it like that Tom Holland? Or like League of Geeks, Game Consulting, Obsidian Entertainment was involved? Huh, pretty cool. Interesting, you had to... I mean, it is just an acknowledgement, so... For Marta Pierce, whose steadfast love and support made this game possible. Oh, that it? And it's only like ending second ending, not even the first ending. So cool.